Hi there. Recent Final Find. Actually, this was supposed to be a smaller recent Final Finds, but I found some more stuff. Some stuff I haven't heard yet. So, among them, 6 CDs and 3 LPs. The rest I have heard, and I can't comment on that. The other stuff, at the moment, I cannot say much about it. Anyway, the CDs, let's get started with that. This is James with the album Laid, produced by Brian Eno. I have not heard it yet. It's from 1993. I really love James. Great Britpop group. Yeah, can't say much about it. I also picked up this. This is Kosheen with Kokopelli, I believe. Kokopelli. They're a dance act, but they made more poppy stuff on this album. Can't comment on that either. Got some Red Cross here. This is Phase Shifter. Red Cross were late 80s, early 90s alternative rock band that worked together with Sonic Youth and Nirvana, I believe. So I haven't heard this one yet, but I know Red Cross because I've got some tracks from them somewhere. The Wonder Stuff, Construction for the Modern Idiot, another Britpop group. Haven't heard this one yet. I like the other stuff that they did. Picked this up just out of curiosity. This is Yak Fu Front, sorry. Action-packed adventure. Had a little doubt because the last track was just silly. It looked silly, and I wasn't expecting much from it. But it is really good jazz-based hip-hop, which I like. Souls of Mischief, that kind of thing. You know, heavy jazz samples all the way. Good stuff. See, I have listened to something. This is the soundtrack to Kids, a controversial movie from 1995. But the soundtrack, I don't really care for the movie, but the soundtrack is really good. It's got Daniel Johnston, The Folk Implosion, Sebada, Slint. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, those are the CDs. Then a 7-inch. Jimmy Castor Bunch, King Kong, parts 1 and 2. My God, this is, wow, amazing. I already knew Jimmy Castor Bunch was good, but this is from the mid-70s period, 1975, I believe, and it is a stomper. This is just such a great track, and have it in a picture sleeve, albeit kind of, you know, bad quality, but it's still, you know, amazing. Good stuff. Then we got a new release. This is a pretty, if you compare it, this is a pretty weird shaped 7-inch. Well, 7-inch isn't shaped weirdly, but the packaging is. This is on a Dutch label called Subroutine. The band is called Wolfon, and the EP is called Comfort. They're a noise rock band from the northern part of Holland. I really enjoy it. Packaging is just amazing. You know, it folds out like this. It's a limited edition, 200 copies. There's a little dead pigeon there, which is sad. But you know, it's just great packaging, and the music itself is really good. At least I think it's good. It's noisy. It's just reminds me a little bit of Sonic Youth at times, but there's 3 tracks on here, and all of them have a different sound, which is great. One of my last recent Final Finds videos, I showed Heaven and Hell by Vangelis, and I kind of asked, because John Henderson's on there, what John and Vangelis album I should try, and this has been mentioned. Short stories, so I picked it up, and it's really good. It's Um, yeah, it's from 1979, and it's at times very classical sounding. I really enjoy it. Um, Still not a big fan of John Anderson, but this is pretty damn good. The next record is something that I picked up because of the sleeve. I knew the artist, but I didn't know this project that he was doing, and it seemed very, very interesting, and it is. Maybe Big Star 1000 will, you know, agree. Maybe he won't. I don't know. I don't know how how big your love is for this artist, but I really love it. This is Michel Fugain and Le Bic Bazar from 1972 on CBS. See, CBS. This is great. The cover looks colorful, it looks bright, it looks, you know, funny, and that's what the music is. The music is bright, it's colorful, it's just great, great French pop music. It's got Une Belle Histoire, which is pretty famous, but the other tracks on here, oh my god, they're really, really good. I really enjoyed this. So, I know they did 4 albums like this, or like this, under this name, and 2 live albums. I'm thinking about picking up the other 3 normal albums as well. You know, maybe Fred can tell me if this is the only album that sounds like this. If it is, then I'm going to keep it at this one, or if the other 3 are equally good. Let me know, Fred. I'm really interested. Next one is something I picked up. It's a little curious item that I just had to pick up. It's an album from 1968, Dutch 60s pop, but at times it's really corny, really corny. It's Patricia Pai, portrait of Patricia Pai. She's obviously a singer. She right now is more of a celebrity person. She was once married to a guy called Adam Curry, who was a Dutch DJ slash TV presenter who went to the United States to work for MTV America there. He hosted some stuff there back in the 80s. And that's about it. She didn't do music after she got married, and maybe it's good that way, because to be quite honest, she can't really sing. This is her debut album, and it's got some really nice 60s beat kind of songs on there, but there's some really corny stuff on there as well. But I had to pick it up. You know, sometimes you have to pick certain things up. Also, I picked up this. This is Jethro Tull's Benefit. Good stuff. Yeah, I am slowly getting more and more into Jethro Tull. I always thought, you know, the wacky guy with the flute, nah, not my kind of music. Without hearing it, that's what I thought. But this is really, really good. So, Jethro Tull Benefit. Now, this is a record I paid at a Goodwill. I paid about €9 for it, which is pretty steep for a Goodwill find. But I found out that this is an original UK pressing of this album on Parlophone. I'm talking about the debut album by Toe Fat. It gets the reissue on Rare Earth, the American reissue, which by the way is censored, and we're going to talk about that in a little while, goes for about 30 bucks. I have seen the original, I guess. I don't know if it was the original, but I have seen this album go for 70 bucks. It's the original copy. It's very decent late 60s, early 70s rock. It gets sold under the moniker of Psych and Prog, but it is not neither of those. It's a great looking album. I've seen this cover so many times, small print on the inserts in Rare Earth Records releases, and I have always been interested in getting a copy of this, and now I have it. The thing about the censored part, the Rare Earth release, here if you see it, two characters. One is Neil and a female character is behind him, naked. That is gone on the American release. They've put a sheep there. Why? Anyway, the cover is by Hipgnosis. Good stuff. Really happy with this, even though the music kind of let me down. I was expecting a little more crazy stuff, but it's good stuff anyway. And the next three I haven't heard, except the last one. I know that from my childhood. But first one, some German new wave. This is Markus and Kugel, Blitze und Rakete. It's pretty good poppy new wave, German style. I like that stuff. You know, I keep picking such records up because I really, really enjoy it. From 1982, there's some stuff on there that I think everyone will like, but there's a lot of stuff that people might find, I really enjoy this, from what I've heard. This is Sergio Mendes' Favorite Things on Atlantic. 1968, Sergio Mendes. I don't know if this is more towards his Brazil 66 stuff or just Bossa Nova. I don't know, but yeah, I saw this, I had to pick it up. And the last one, obviously I know it from my childhood, Salt and Pepper, Salt with a Deadly Pepper. I'm not going to say too much about this. This is old school hip hop and I kind of like it. So there you go, that's my Final Finds update, and peace.